Hey everybody, One Wisdom here, 3:56 a.m. Thursday morning, May 15th, 2014. My apologies there. Still Wednesday night to me, technically it's Thursday morning, but I am up because I am doing important Skylanders things like fully upgrading Doomstone. So far tonight we've recorded his base upgrades, then I came in, just took this one on the portal, down Column Clubber up top. If I just had one Doomstone, I would take Jaded Fighter. My reason for that, I felt like Column Club and with Column of Duty, it actually was more than sufficient, and I felt like the shield would kind of offer up something, to balance that out. On the bottom side, again, what I would take if I just had one Doomstone would be Carved Belt. Again, this is without me knowing anything about all the paths just yet, but I feel like Carved Belt would be more of an offensive weapon for me for the simple fact I prefer Stony Spin, like the standard attack as opposed to the charged up bounce between enemies. I just don't see myself using that one as much. That said, I do want to know what Serious Spinner's like. It could turn out to be his best path. I don't know at this point in time. I feel like I'll pair it with Column Clubber, and then if my assumption that Carved Belt would be the more offensive path, at least for my personal playstyle, I feel like it will then pair up very well with a Jaded Fighter. But nonetheless, we're going to take Serious Spinner here, so let's back out. Let me get to my handy dandy spreadsheet here, and we are coming down here so I don't put it in the wrong slot. Hop in this way. Alright, we're coming to the bottom end now, and again, right here you have a choice. If you don't know, that's why I make these videos. You can watch all 5 of the videos, or in this case the 2 bottom end paths, and you will be able to say, hey, that path is horrible, this one's awesome. You could say, okay, I picked Serious Spinner, I wondered about Carved Belt, I watched this video, it's a horrible path, I did the right one. Or you could say, wow, that one's way better than what I picked, I gotta reset it. Or you could say, sweet, that one's awesome too, I've got to pick up the second Doomstone. So ideally that's the goal with all the Skylanders. You hate to see it where one path is like consensus better. Like I say, people have different play styles. Some people may love spin right around, bouncing between enemies, whereas some of you may be like me and you just prefer Stony Spin. Which, like I said though, if Serious Spinner turns out to do like crazy damage, it'll probably grow on me. So, right here though, if you don't know, back out, don't commit yourself to something. Serious Spinner though, that's what we'll take. New spinning techniques will knock enemies off their feet. We may have to go to an arena challenge to fully appreciate it. Carved Belt, shoot jaded projectiles at enemies from the spinning belt. Like I said, to me that'll work well with the Jaded Fighter path, so I'll do that with the second Doomstone. But Serious Spinner is what we're going to do now. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Alright, so the first upgrade down Serious Spinner is called the Harder They Fall. Hold A to charge a spin, release to bounce between enemies and knock the last enemy hit into the air, which damages them when they hit the ground. Price there $9.60. Bear in mind I have the full discount. You need, I think, $11,568 to fully upgrade a swapper. I have the prices per path and everything as well. They're up on oneofwisdom.com, but we'll go ahead and pick this up. I think we'll have to wait on the next one, so let's go ahead and back out of here. Alright, I don't know that we can showcase this without an arena, but we're going to hold A to charge the spin, release to bounce between, last enemy gets knocked into the air. So, still doing our 6 there, we're charging up 55, 8, by George, we saw the critical number, so we were right in our little mathematical formula with 83. But yeah, that's just not doing it for me. So really the damage is the same, and then last enemy knocked into the air. You know what, we can buy the second one, we can showcase it here, and then we can take off to the arena challenge. So that'll be the smart, time efficient thing to do. Bottom end, again, we just got Harder They Fall. Hold A to charge, release to bounce. Again, the damage still 55 to 83, so the only thing is the last enemy hit, which we can't do here at Woodboro, is going to fly up in the air, fall down. Kind of the stuff you see with some of the other Skylanders, but that'll do damage. We'll pick that number up in the arena. Next up, Spinball King. Spin right around, does increased damage, King of the Spinball Wizards, and it'll knock the enemy up into the air. So, in my opinion, this probably should have been first, you know, but that's just the way they ordered it. So, $12.80 is the price. We'll go ahead and pick that up. What is the bottom Soul Gem? Okay, I think we could actually... Let's stay here in Woodboro, and then I'll do the Soul Gem here, and then we'll go into the arena for you. So, alright, 55 to 83 is what we were doing when we... Let's check. Wait. 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay. So that's still the same. I guess that first time I was just on 6 for some reason. Anyway, now we're going to charge one up. Here we are. 55 to 83 is what we were at. Let's see what we get now. 65, and we didn't make it to the enemy. Didn't make it. If you actually, wow, if you actually make it to enemies, I guess this could be pretty cool. But again, going by Woodboro, it's not. No. Okay, though, so 55 became 65. What is 65 times 3? 65 times 2 is 130, plus 65, 195. Divided by 2, we're going to have, what would it be, 97.5, which would be 98. So let me go ahead and just put that, Spinball King, 65 to 98. I'm thinking what we're seeing at the end of that, when he's bounced several times, is probably what the enemies, you know, would be lifted up, you know, into doing. Now, you cannot move when you're charging, but I think right there, like when he went up in the air, I think that's what would, like, drop the enemies to the ground, do the damage, etc. But I feel like 98 will be the critical hit there. Again, it's 4 in the morning, my math can be off, but 130, 195, 97 and 97 would be 194, so 97 and a half, 98, yeah. To the bottom, we're going to go ahead and pick up the Soul Gem here. Spin the tables. During the 4th spin, enemies in a large radius are damaged. So let's go ahead and pick that up for $22.40. This Doomstone is now fully upgraded. Top side, we got Column Clubber. Bottom side, we got Serious Spinner. So let's go ahead and just kind of stage this and see what it looks like here at the arena. I'm sorry, Woodboro training grounds. That's not what I meant to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Let's set this up and see if we can't get 2 or 3 of these guys involved. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's the Soul Gem for you. Pretty impressed with it. What I'll do now, we'll just head off to the arena and I'll try to document everything there. So you know the drill, super hungry gobble pods.
Another smash hit.
Man, I wish I could breathe a little better. I don't feel bad, I literally, it's like I can't breathe, which kind of sucks, you know.
Ready, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, first thing I'm going to do is play around with the shield, though. I just kind of want to do that. Look at that, that's awesome. I'm assuming that would count for killing the Chompies too for your personal quest, but now let's come in here and have some fun with these guys. Actually, let's try the charge attack. Okay, there's our 98. Let me get several Greebles in here. That'd be nice. Okay, I'm gonna charge up, and we're gonna start bouncing. Okay, those guys took 10 on the fall damage. That was pretty hilarious. There's lots of 98s now. Note he's making like seriously quick work of this. Okay, so clearly, I wish you had more time to bounce between
Stage is just about done.
but let me let several of these guys come in here and we'll take it from there. Well, I guess there's only gonna be 2. Check that out. That's ridiculous.
Bonus stage.
The hardest time I've had catching that guy is actually with Squirt. For whatever reason, he does not like throwing
Indestructible
these
cages
stuff.
have
Look, this is a
appeared.
good chance to test it.
So many enemies.
Dadgum, nobody was there to go in the air. Alright, let's try it now. Well, I guess they were, but they're chompies, so they can't because they're losers. Look at that.
Level up. Rock power.
You can literally just stand here and that guy can't hurt us. So, you know. Let me eliminate this goon and then we'll play around with these blunderbusses receivers.
The stone is in the zone.
So that still doesn't do a lot of damage, but I mean it's pretty cool looking. You gotta admit, let's see if we can kill the spell punk with it. Yeah. I mean he's pretty cool, you gotta admit. Now, I mean that's not even with the shield upgraded, so let's come in now, see if we can spin these guys around. That's what we need to focus on. Let me just go ahead and get to the next round and take it from there. Let me have several. Well, dadgum. Yeah, we just need to get to the next one.
Bonus stage.
Luckily, the club I want the fruit. Didn't want the pizza. Oh well. We'll go ahead now. I'll try. I wish we had more Greebles in this thing. Still didn't get anybody. I'm assuming the fall damage will be 10 to 15. Let's see. 10. Yeah, so I can definitively say that the fall damage will be 10. And now let's just kind of, I guess we'll focus on the soul gem, see if we can get solid numbers there. I think it looks like it's going to do the same damage-wise as the other stuff. You get the idea how prolific that soul gem can be there. Also get an idea how dumb chompies are.
Hang in there, it's almost over.
Yeah, let's take care of the spell punk here. That means we're almost to the end of this guy's show.
Power up grabbed.
Oh, he didn't even contact us.
Congratulations.
But that's about as good as it's going to get there in terms of like showcasing the bottom end stuff. I feel like I'll be able to look through there and maybe like slow it down enough to get confirmation on the soul gem. But the harder they fall is I'm just going to put 10 fall damage, which granted with the critical 10x3 is 30 divided by 2, 15. So 10 to 15 fall damage. Spinball King, we can confirm the 98 saw it several times in there with real enemies, which was nice. Spin the tables. Let's see here. It does have a really nice radius. So I'll literally type that in, really nice
Welcome back
radius.
to Woodborough, hero of the Break Islands. What can I do for you today?
That's about it, I guess.
mentioned that he has some new score mode challenges to test your skills. You should
I'll
stop
come
by
back
and see him.
one more time and we'll spin up here. Again, to me, he does seem slightly quicker when spinning, but I mean, I do mean slightly. To give you an idea, 2, 3, remember the belt from before, now it's the same size, but there's that big aura to it. So, 14, yeah, it seems to do the same damage as the 4th spin, it's just like a lot bigger of an area. Really nice radius. I'm gonna put same as, what would it be? I guess revolutionary belt, I think. So I'll just put same as rev.belt. And if you watch the video, you'll know what that means. If you don't, you'll probably think I'm an idiot. That said, this is Doomstone fully upgraded now. Again, column club on the top end. This, however, was focused on serious spinner. Actually, it's a fairly good path. Then the soul gem is going to tie in nicely for carved belt, in my opinion. Again, the harder they fall and Spinball King are both going to rely on you charging the attack up. So if you like to use spin right around, take serious spinner. If you don't, I'm thinking carved belt would probably be better, but we'll investigate that. I'm going to swap these Doomstones out. I'll do the base upgrades off camera for my sealed Doomstone, and then I'll come in. I will take him down the Jaded Fighter and then the carved belt path. So as always, thanks for watching. Let me double check here. It doesn't look like we've dropped anything, which is awesome. Have to say, I mean, I'm not a huge fan, again, of charging up that secondary attack on the bottom end, but did decent damage. And then, you know, obviously that's not the ideal scenario when you just have like a few greebles, but like if you put yourself in a tougher arena challenge, or maybe you had like really tough enemies, that's, I think, when that one would really shine. Obviously, when the chompies get killed before they're launched into the air, it's kind of hard to showcase. But the good news is his soul gems, top and bottom, pretty good. Nothing super attention-getting or flashy, but both very effective. And that's what's important to me. But that said, I'm going to go ahead and quit rambling here so we can take my second Doomstone down the other two paths. As always, take that link at the top of the video description box. It'll take you to the post dedicated to Doomstone. You'll see serious spinner that we're recording now. You'll see carved belt, the other bottom end path. You'll see the two top end paths. You'll see the base upgrades, and of course you'll see the spreadsheet with all the damage numbers. You can subscribe to me on YouTube. That'll keep you up with all the latest. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, and as always, check out the site oneofwisdom.com. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here as we upgrade our second Doomstone.